Houston. Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And the nightcap to a busy Sunday is underway. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 19 line. Ready.
Love gonna air this out to start. Higgins makes the catch. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first. Love out of the shotgun. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound a defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Here we go.
Slot receiver headed left.
Go.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Throw secured by George Pickett. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And now they have a 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
They'll try and punch it in. We'll score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Trey Tucker to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Leonard Williams applying the hit there. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Broke through the tackle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards. You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Stroud off the play fake. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Here's Stroud now. Finds his fullback. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Looking for the back that time. So second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with third and long.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go. 70 range, 70 range. Hook.
Love from the gun. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Offense in the hurry up here. On play action, here's Stroud. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Secures this at the 17. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. A nice 15-yard pickup on the return. And it's going to be Texans football. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They send him left out of the slot. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, it was such a privilege for me living up in the Pacific Northwest and covering the Legion of Boom. And when I see a play like that, all I see is number 25, Richard Sherman. Yeah, he could run his mouth and he could talk with the best of them, but he walked it with tackles just like that.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Ready, set, go.
Love now to throw. He locates Daniel Bellinger. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They've got 3rd and 8. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. It's a pickup of 26. And it sets up a Houston first.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. In the middle holds, they don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
This finds Bellinger. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches.
Here we go.
Here's Love. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
He fires one deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And that will not be enough for a first down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
All right.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 41. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Fits it through the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
All right.
First down, Stroud. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go.
From the 34. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that takes them to 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll try it right with Benson. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 6 yards on the play gives them 4th and short. We'll see what they choose to do.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Stroud gonna go on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 32. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Love. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Saints have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. And it sets up 2nd down.
On the quick, right?
From the gun, Stroud. Throwing deep for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. Deron Bland has it. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go! Go!
Play fake, it's Love. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. They connect on the deep shot. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Brock, you remember when they were near their own end zone? Yeah, things have totally changed now. 1st and 10 in enemy territory. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
70 Lions!
Takes the handoff, now Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
For how well they were moving the ball on this possession, surprising. Surprising to see them get caught up now. And even more surprising, Kate, to see them knock so far backwards with a sack. At this point, well, you got to get back on schedule. Maybe even a manageable 4th down if you don't get the first.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Let's go!
They've got a man in motion. Throwing his love on third. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Fourth and forever coming up.
Left thing, 19. Come on. Set, let go.
Love out of the shotgun. Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs. Ball at the 33 for first down.
All right.
Stroud off the play fake. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
All right.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. He's on the move. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. And he'll head out of bounds at the opponent's 35. Give him 32 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he drives it down to the 8 before going out. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Stroud. It's a New Orleans touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Saints tie this game 7-7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Has this at the 6. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Who knows when the deciding moment will come. We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. Brings in the kick at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
Benson now from the gun. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Award that tackle to Michael Hall. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Complete out to the right. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball. Right, ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Throwing is Stroud. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Top low 18. Here we go. Cut 19. Ready.
Third and long for him here. Has it downfield, working the left. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
First and 10 now from the 30.
All right.
Now a give. It's Benson headed right. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Quincy Williams making the tackle. The give on second to Benson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
That's caught for the first. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Benson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down.
All right.
Now it's Stroud. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Justin Reed has the INT. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make the pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Fielded at the 7. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. First and 10 now from the 30. Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. First down, Stroud. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On play action, here's Stroud. Oh no, they get him yet again! Quincy Williams has it! And the Texans take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
First down, ball at the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to the well again. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Love from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. This one misses the tight end. And that brings up 4th and long. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Olave with the catch. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Stroud throwing here on first. Chased out to his right. He's running with it.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 41. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. Escapes the pocket. Great work by the coverage downfield. Buys him enough time to catch him outside the pocket. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss.
Yeah, this defense is seeing a vulnerable offense right now. An offense that can't protect itself. First and foremost, before you do anything else, you got to make sure you account for everybody. And right now, this defender, well, he's taking this game over.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance.
Tony.
From the gun, Stroud. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, that's one of those plays when you call it, you expect to get decent yards every time. Seeing it stopped at the line, man, that's deflating offensively.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Love out of the shotgun. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Completed to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play. These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Motioning the tight end now. They'll send him up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. Only 1 yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal from the 2.
That's simply a foot race to the outside that he's used to winning. Seeing him get beat there and forced to take it out of bounds near the line, well, that's just a tremendous effort and tremendous speed by that defense.
Love throwing on 4th. He's got it! And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Trying to push it deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. To throw. This throw is caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Benson. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints get it back to within 6.
Saints 14.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
60 back. Ready?
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Go.
The Texans only moments away from finalizing their win as they take a knee. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. This won't run out the clock just yet, Brock. They're going to have to kneel it again after this one.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Out for one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the Texans. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.